Hola YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Darieny, and if you're new here, bienvenidos. So today it's Sunday, January 31st, and excuse my appearance, it's been a long day, okay? And typically lately, I think for the past year, I mean, I don't wear makeup often anyway, but pretty much since the pandemic, I've been wearing makeup less and less. So today is a Sunday, so it was a no makeup day, and pretty much this is what we got going on right now. So like I said, today is January 31st, and this Thursday is going to be my 27th birthday, and I want to take you guys with me going through the process of my prep pretty much for my birthday this time around. Like I said before, my birthday is not going to be like it usually is. I usually invite my friends and go out, and we do, we go out to dinner at least, and then we most likely end up doing other things afterwards, whether it's clubbing or whatever the case might be. But this time around, it's not gonna be like that because we got COVID going on. So pretty much I'm going to be having a chill weekend, and I want to take you guys, like I said, with my prep for it. So I have a full schedule ahead of me. So today I am going to start my wig for my birthday. I'm going to make a bob. I just don't know if I want to go through the process of bleaching and coloring the bob close to my hair color. I just feel like I'm running out of time to do everything. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. You guys will know when I decide. But I think I'm going to make this video separate from my prep video because this might be long. I don't know. However I decide to do it, you guys will find out when this when this video makes it to YouTube. So this past week I was supposed to make my wig, and then I just worry about prep for my birthday this coming week. But I've been dealing with some family stuff, so I didn't have much time to get things done. So I'm going to start today. I got my hair here. I get my hair from Unice. Some people call it Unice, but I'm comfortable saying Unice. And I ordered this hair about 3 weeks ago. But like I said, I have been dealing with stuff and I haven't had much time to do anything, so I'm going to be doing it today. And I want to show you guys what I got. So when you order hair from Unice, when they ship it, it comes typically with FedEx. And the bag that they send it, they actually upgraded. The bag of the hair looks like this. Inside of it, is the hair. They sent some stuff with the actual hair itself. So like I said, they send the hair in this silk bag with their name on it, and it says a natural extension of you. And the hair comes with this. I think this is a hair scarf. Let's see. Oh, this is for your edges. So once you glue down your wig or press down your wig, if you do that, you put this around to pretty much hold down your edges so it could melt or blend. One thing that I'm excited for that I saw on their website with my purchase, I got this thing that helps with like the knots. This thing right here. So this is like I'm guessing a piece of silicone that you put in the parting, and that helps with your parting not looking so wiggy. So I'm actually excited for this little piece right here because I actually never used this at all. I've thought about the idea of it, and the fact that somebody came up with it is pretty cool. So I'm excited for this little piece right here. Oh, and they also sent a nail wrap. So I'm guessing this is the original nail polish strips. Oh, okay. So these are, I guess, little nail polish sticks, like it says, and you just put it on your nail and you press it down and file it away. In the back it comes with a file. That's pretty dope. I personally most likely won't have a use for this, but this is actually pretty cool. I was not expecting this, so that's pretty cool. So here is their hair. I got me 3 bundles, and this is a transparent closure, and I believe the closure I got it in 14 inches because, like I said, I'm going to do a bob. But I want it to be blunt. I don't want the blonde. Why I keep saying that? I don't want the bob to look layery, so I want it to be more solid. So that's why I got like the semi-long hair. So I got 14 closure, and this is 12 inches. Then we got another 12 inches, and we got 12 inches. So pretty much I got 3 bundles of 12-inch hair, and the closure is 14 inches. I'm actually excited for this because this is also going to be my first time trying a transparent or invisible lace. So I want to see the difference from the regular lace wigs. So I'm excited for that. And looking at this lace, it looks like it's already pre-plucked, which is pretty good because like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be dyeing this hair burgundy-ish because I feel like I don't have much time. It all depends on how long it takes me to make the wig. Then I will determine how I want things to go. But this closure is, I believe, 5 inches, 5 by 5. Oh, it actually doesn't say, but I'll make sure to link it down below. But I believe it was a 5 by 5 or a 6. This don't look like a 6. It might be a 5 by 5. But just to make sure, I'll double check my order history and I'll link it down below. So before I make my wig, I know that I said that I have a full schedule ahead of me, and I have my schedule taped up to my mirror because I'm able to see it and I'm able to constantly remind myself. This video, I feel like it's already long, so this wig video might be one video and then I'll vlog the week. I just don't know if I want to put out the vlog first or this wig first. We'll see how things go. So for this coming week, I am supposed to work on my wig since last week, but I didn't, and yesterday and today, and I'm supposed to be done with it today. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, a podiatrist appointment to be exact, and I mean I'll be able to work on the wig tomorrow. And then Tuesday I have a nail appointment, and then Wednesday I have a maintenance appointment, which is gonna be me pretty much getting my wax, and I'm gonna get a facial. It's been some time. From time to time I do like to pamper myself, and typically my pampering session is me going to get my nails and my toes done, but you know, things have changed a lot lately. And on top of that, typically when I do my nails, it pretty much became routine, so it's not even considered pampering for me anymore. So I'm going to be doing a facial, you know, to just pamper myself before my birthday, and I hope that these places allow me to record so you guys can see parts of everything. And Thursday I am going to be going to brunch with my friends, and I am supposed to get a tattoo that day as well. I don't know if I'm still going to do the tattoo. I still want to get myself a tattoo for my birthday, like I said before, but I don't know if I want to do it exactly on Thursday because I think where I'm going to be for the weekend, I might get either in a pool or hopefully a jacuzzi or just a hot tub, and I don't know how that's going to be, but I don't know. Tattoo is like a question mark for Thursday, but it's still gonna happen most likely in February. And Friday I'm supposed to travel to the destination for the weekend. So that's my schedule for the week. And with all that being said, let's get started with this wig situation. I'm going to go ahead and get comfortable. I'm going to watch some TV while I make my wig, so you guys going to see like a speed up version of whatever I decide to do today. And oh my gosh, speaking of TV, so this weekend Wendy Williams released her documentary of her life and also an interview. I watched the documentary last night and I'm in the middle of watching the interview because I left the recording. And when it comes to Wendy Williams, I have never been like a fan of her, only because of pretty much her job. Her job is to pretty much gossip and give her opinion about celebrity stuff or celebrity gossip or whatever the case might be. And I feel like sometimes her opinion can be a little harsh. So I don't like the aspect of things. But every time I've heard something about Wendy Williams on the blogs, or I have seen her show, or just heard about her in general, whether it's the radio or whatever, I always thought to myself, this girl, well, woman, needs help. And looking at the documentary yesterday, like, indeed, she really does need help. And well, I think she gotten some help, but wow, it's very enlightening. And I was actually surprised to see that I relate to her, not to her overall, but I relate to some of the stories, you know. I am 26 years old, but if I tell you my life story, you will be surprised. I've been through a lot for my little 26 years of life, and some of the stuff that she's been through is like, wow. And in a way, it made me look at her in a different light. So that was pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys got to see it yet, but if you have, let me know what you think about it. I thought it was pretty interesting. And yeah, so let me get comfortable and let me get started on this wig. So I am done with the closure. I sewed it in. When you sew a closure, you want to make sure that it is as flat as possible, because if it's not, when you put your wig on, you're gonna have this little weird bumpiness. And trust me, when you put a wig on, you want your wig to look as natural or as flat as possible. So if you don't have your lace sewn in flat and tight, when you put your wig, it's going to look bumpy and it's going to look like it's too big for your head. So let me take this off. All right, so that's how it looks. And here you go. And that's the front of it. And just keep in mind that today I want to do as much as possible. So even though I'm kind of rushing this wig, I'm still making sure that I am being as careful and as safe as possible. And with that, I mean that I want to make sure that I'm sewing the stuff right and tight so that when I wear my wig, nothing comes undone or loose. So yes, I am rushing it, but I'm making sure that my wig is done right and done secure. So now I am going to start with the tracks. With the tracks, it's very simple. Gonna get this hair out. And pretty much what I do, since this is a closure wig, I just pretty much start from one end and just go around. Keep in mind, I am not a professional wig maker. I make wigs for myself, and yes, I make wigs for a few people too, but I am not a wig connoisseur, if I said that right. But pretty much when I make wigs, I think about how wigs are going to look on me and how they're going to lay. So pretty much I want this to pretty much imitate a hairline or just how I want my hair to fall. So if I was to get a wash and set, I like my hair to fall all the way. So that's why I do one full track around, and sometimes I do two, and then I just go across, and then when I get around the perimeter of the closure, I make sure that also the hair go around the perimeter of the closure as well, because you don't want your hair to look weird. You simply just want everything to just fall like a normal hair will fall if you was to, like, let's say get like a wash and set. So for my tracks, let me do this, and I'll show you what I'm doing in fast speed so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna have to raise this thing so you guys can see more of what I'm doing. And typically I try to do double wefts for my hair, so I won't put too many tracks, but I'm going to do it single this time around because this is a bob hairstyle. It's not a long hairstyle, so I don't want my bob to look like it has too much hair. Typically when you wear a what is wrong with me? Typically when you wear a bob wig or just a bob hairstyle, you want it to look like it doesn't have a lot of hair, and you also want it to look bouncy. So if you put too many tracks, your hair is going to look heavy, and with you having too many tracks, it also makes it look wiggy, and we don't want that. So now let me show you the very next step. And to make things easy for me, I always use these little push pins. They're not really called push pins, they're called something else, but y'all know my English is limited, so I use the words that I could think of. So I start this way, and typically I do the fold over method, but because this is a bob and I want this to lay as flat as possible, I'm going to be cutting my track. So pretty much I measure how much hair I need from one end to the other, and then I push it in. I get my scissors, cut the extra hair off. Okay, and then this is one big trick. Whenever you cut your weft, always make sure to run your hair through it to get the extra hair out of the way, because if not, once you're done with your wig and you comb your hair, you're going to have a lot of hair in the mix, and you don't want that. So whenever you cut, make sure to remove the extra hair from the weft that you cut, pretty much from both pieces that you cut, the one from the actual wig itself and the one from the long weft. Whatever hair you cut to make this one track, just know that when you sew the hair, you're going to most likely end with a little bit of hair left. So once you pretty much reach the other end of your wig, you just cut that extra piece off. I just feel like a lot of people make wig making so difficult when it doesn't have to be. If you just know the basics of what are you doing, everything becomes just so easy. I am not a hairdresser, and I pretty much just connected the dots for myself, and here I am. So now let's continue. Oh my god, you guys. So I started making my wig at around 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, and it is now 10 o'clock. And I must say, I am so freaking proud of myself because I made the wig completely. Any other time that I have made wigs in the past, it have taken me many days, only because I was only able to dedicate like an hour out of the day to do the wig. But today, I don't know what came to me or through me, but I made the wig. Let me take it out of its stand and show you what it's looking like so far. So that's the closure, that's the hair. Let me put it back on the stand and raise it up a little bit so I can show you guys the tracks. So that's pretty much the tracks right there. I didn't want the tracks too close, but I did want it to make sure that I used just enough hair. So while I was making the wig, I was watching movies, watching TV, and I decided to watch some YouTube videos because since I finished the wig tonight, I decided that I'm going to have time to bleach it and dye it. So what I'm going to do is try for the very first time the water bleaching method, and I have some products that I can use. I have bleach developer and the powder and all the stuff that I pretty much need to bleach hair. Now, one of the videos that I saw, it had the bleaching cream that I'm used to, or the one that I only have used, and then another video that I watched has like a clear bleaching liquid. I don't think it matters what I use, but I'm going to use what I have, and then tomorrow when I come back from my appointment, I'll buy the hair dye. When it comes to my hair color, I like burgundy on me. I don't like super bright red or bright burgundy on me, and I also don't want it to be too dark. I like a mixture of a nice burgundy with a hint of brown. I feel like that complements my skin tone a lot better. So that's what I'm going to try to achieve. So since it is 10 o'clock, actually, I only used a bundle, and I would say 70% of the second bundle. Pretty much I have all of this left. All of this left from the second bundle, and I still have one full bundle which I can use in the future for something. So I used one full bundle and pretty much 70% of the other bundle, and obviously the closure. So since it's now 10 o'clock, I'm just going to bleach the hair, let it saturate, wash it out, then let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow in the evening I will dye the hair. I am freaking starving. All I had today was breakfast, and my breakfast today was a very late breakfast. I had breakfast at around 1 or 2 p.m. today, but I am really hungry. So what I'm going to do is bleach the hair first, and while the hair is saturating in the bleach, I'm going to then have just cereal because I don't want anything too heavy. Because once this hair is bleached, I would just set it to dry overnight and then I'll go to bed. So I don't want to eat anything heavy, so I'll probably settle for cereal. Anyway, let me stop talking, and I'm gonna take you guys with me to do this. So for this bleaching method, I use hot water, 5 scoops of W2 powder, half the bottle of bleach developer, and I made sure that there was no lumps, and then I kept dipping the hair back and forth, and I felt like the hair was not bleaching as fast as I wanted to, so then I decided to bleach it a second time. second time around, I pretty much did the same thing but with less water. So I did the 5 scoops of W2 powder, the rest of the bottle of the bleach developer, and I mixed that with a comb, and then I added the hot water and I dipped the hair back and forth in the bleach about 3 times, and then I let the hair sit in the bleach for about 10 minutes, and then I washed that off with Shimmer shampoo about 3-4 times, and then I decided to let the hair sit overnight so we can air dry. All right, y'all. So it is the next day. It's Monday, February 1st. And last week, the news did say that we were going to have a snowstorm. But when it comes to New York City and snowstorms, whenever they say it's going to be a snowstorm, I laugh because sometimes they be shutting down the city for nothing. And I lived upstate when I went to college, and I know a snowstorm, okay? But anyway, you guys know that I'm supposed to be having an appointment today. Well, I woke up because my phone vibrated. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb last night. And there is a travel restriction. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And when I wake up, I'm gonna call the doctor's office to cancel my appointment. I tried to go back to sleep. And then I get a phone call, and it's from the doctor's office saying that they're going to cancel my appointment because of, the storm. And with my appointment being canceled, I decided, okay, I'm going to take that time and do something else. So in the morning, I filmed tomorrow's video, which is my birthday/birthday weekend try-on haul. And then I decided, well, even though it looks bad outside, I still need to dye my wig. So I got ballsy and I decided to go to Walgreens because I knew that beauty supply stores were going to be closed. So I got me an Uber and I went to Walgreens, and Walgreens was closed. So I decided, well, I'm already over here. So then from Walgreens, I decided to take the bus further away to the area where most likely they will have at least one beauty supply open. So I got on the bus and I found a beauty supply that was open. So I managed to get hair dye. I got the brand Adore, and I watched a few YouTube videos last night on similar colors that I'm trying to achieve. So I narrowed down the colors to Burgundy Envy and Rich Amber. And I got 4 bottles, 2 of each, I believe. Oh, actually, no. Okay. I got 2 Burgundy Envies, 1 Rich Amber, and an Intense Red. I also have leftover Rich Amber from the past that I could probably use. I make sure to get 4 bottles just in case things don't go as planned. So that's what we have going on right now. I'm supposed to have a nail appointment tomorrow. At this point right now, I don't know what's gonna happen with the rest of this week. I was watching the news earlier, and it's supposed to snow again on Friday, I believe. I don't remember if it's Friday or Saturday. And if that happens, birthday weekend is gonna have to be canceled, because if it's worst out here, it's most likely gonna be worst wherever we're going. So yeah. And on top of that, I have like girly girl stuff happening. I'm cramping. I've been cramping for the past 2 days, and that usually is a sign that my cycle is supposed to be coming. But as you guys know now, I have PCOS, so my period comes when it wants. Pretty much 1 month I could have it, and the next month I may not have it, but I will still cramp, whether it comes or not. So we don't know what's gonna happen with that. So yeah, my moods were not at a 10, but I was excited for the little getaway. But right now, I will say, with everything going on, my mood is like, I will say on a 6, borderline 7. But I'm still going to go ahead and color the wig because I actually had this hair on my head for 4 weeks now. I believe this is literally the longest hairstyle I've had, and that's probably because, you know, all the running around that I have been doing the past few weeks did not allow me to take out the hair when I wanted to. And plus, since I was making the wig, I just said I'm gonna make this hair last as long as possible, so then I could just take it off, wash it, and put my wig. So that is what's happening. Let me stop talking now and get to the dyeing business. I'm gonna get comfortable and get into that. So let's go. All right, so I put on the shirt that I was wearing last night to make my wig, and I decided to swatch the colors that I purchased on this piece of tissue. So at the top I have the Burgundy Envy, then the Intense Red, and then I have the Rich Amber. I thought I had more Rich Amber left over, but it's actually Mohagony instead, which is a little bit more brown. So I think what I'm going to do is use the Rich Amber with the Burgundy Envy and not a lot of Mohagony, so probably the rest of the Mohagony. And if I do use the Intense Red, it's going to be like a dab of that because I don't want the hair to be super red. So I might not even use the Intense Red. We'll see how the colors look after I mix it. So let's do that right now. For the watercolor method, I used hot water, and I ended up using a bottle of Burgundy Envy, a bottle of the Rich Amber, just a squeeze of the Intense Red, as well as a squeeze of the Mohagony, and I mixed that up by hands and with a comb, and I dipped the hair into the water mixture until I was satisfied with the color, and then I rinsed the hair off with Shimmer light shampoo, and I noticed that that was removing some of the color. So I decided to dip the hair back into the water mixture, and then I rinsed that off and conditioned the hair with deep treatment mask from Cantu. Rinsed that off with cold water, and I let the hair sit overnight to air dry.